No swearing.
Am I facing that way?
Facing each other.
Facing each other?
Yeah, side by side.
All right. She's reading her cheat sheet. I think we can do this.
I, Christopher McCoy,
I, Christopher McCoy,
a citizen of the city of Lake Worth,
a citizen of the city of Lake Worth,
the state of Florida, and the United States of America,
the state of Florida, and the United States of America,
and being an officer of the city of Lake Worth and a recipient of public funds as such officer,
and being an officer of the city of Lake Worth and a recipient of public funds as such officer,
do hereby solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
do hereby solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and of the state of Florida and the charter of the city of Lake Worth,
and of the state of Florida and the charter of the city of Lake Worth,
and that I am entitled to hold the office under the Constitution and the charter of the city of Lake Worth,
and that I am entitled to hold office under the Constitution and charter of the city of Lake Worth,
and that I will faithfully perform all duties of the office of Commissioner, District 2, on which I am about to enter.
and that I will faithfully perform all the duties of the office of Commissioner, District 2, on which I am about to enter.
Mr. Meyer, before you're Commissioner Meyer.
Do you want to swear on the phone? Do you want to swear on the phone? Christopher, of course, just, you want to swear?
I, Ryan Meyer,
A citizen of the city of Lake Worth, the state of Florida, and the United States of America,
a citizen of the city of Lake Worth, the state of Florida, and the United States of America,
and being an officer of the city of Lake Worth and a recipient of public funds as such officer,
and being an officer of the city of Lake Worth and a recipient of public funds as such officer,
do hereby solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United
Commissioner
States
Zerdy's side, I just wanted you to know that.
do hereby solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and of the state of Florida and the charter of the city of Lake Worth,
and of the state of Florida and the charter of the city of Lake Worth,
and that I am entitled to
That's all right,
hold
you can sit down.
office under the Constitution and the charter of the city of Lake Worth,
and that I am entitled to hold office under the Constitution and the charter of the city of Lake Worth,
and that I will faithfully perform all the duties of the office of Commissioner, District 4, on which I am about to enter.
and that I will faithfully perform all the duties of the office of Commissioner, District 4, on which I am about to enter. Thank you.
Commissioner Meyer, would you join us up here? Would you join us up here? And just keep in mind, if your phone rings, it's $20 into the cup. It was always 20. It didn't go up for inflation. Welcome. And next, item 6, newly elected officials' comments. Up first, Commissioner McCoy.
I'm trying to figure out how to set the clock. There we go, sorry. Keep a little bit of an idea. First, I would like to thank Commissioner Zerdy for his service over the last 2.5 years. I think we all who have ever sat up here realize that however one does things, however one's views are, it is a major responsibility to serve in this position. It's a lot of work, it's a lot of time, it's a lot of sacrifice, both of the individual and of the family of the individual. So again, I would like to thank Commissioner Zerdy for his service during the last 2.5 years. I have sort of 3 areas that I'd like to talk about. One will be obvious.
Quiet in the chambers, please.
That better not be Dion's phone. $20. To the others, I'd like to make some comments about the city as a whole, and then I'd like to talk a little bit about some of my goals for the next 2 years. But before I do any of that, it's very important to recognize that being a commissioner is only one of us sitting here, or one of me sitting here, fortunately, but it takes a whole team of folks working together to make that happen. It takes a community that believes strongly enough in what you believe you stand for to get the activities out, to get people motivated to turn out and vote. And I would like to thank all of my supporters and helpers and assistants, all the people that help make this happen. Thank you. A few comments on the city. We've focused quite a bit sometimes, I think, over the last couple of years on numbers. And that's fine. There's a place for numbers, there's a place for dollars, there's a place for those things. But I also believe that this city, very strongly, that I believe that this city is much more than numbers. We can see some of it right here. It's about people. This is a place that people live, that people fall in love, that people get married, that they raise families, that they work, that they live, that they enjoy their homes and the safety of their homes, the companionship of the people around them. And the nature of that city and what it feels like and how it works for them is very important in people's lives. And I think it goes way beyond numbers. Numbers are just a way to help us see where we want to be. All of us know that this city is incredibly diverse. And I am very pleased to say that in my travels around the city, I find a very strong commitment to that diversity. Some hesitation, some parts of it may give us some challenges, but there's a very broad commitment to that diversity. I think one of my goals, and I hope our Commission's goals, is let's capitalize on that diversity. Let's cross-pollinate as much as possible. Let's get different groups interacting with each other. First, make all feel welcome, including at City Hall, and then make them feel welcome to interact with each other. Let's look for events and ways to use our facilities to build community, to bring people together who might not otherwise be together. We've done very well, certain groups, there are strong communities, but crossing across communities, I think we have a long way to go. That's good. We have room we can grade on improvement. I think we need to build pride in ourselves, pride in this community, that all the different people who live in the community have pride in where they come from, what they're doing in this city, what the city is, and what it can become with our assistance here and with strong communication back and forth. I think we need to build as a city on what we have. We're known in South Florida for being different than other communities. We have an edge, maybe a scrappiness. We're not as fancy and fine as certain other places, but we have spirit, we have energy. We need to build on that. We have creativity. The people in this city, there is amazing talent in this city in terms of diversity of professional backgrounds, in terms of outlooks, in terms of life experience. Let's build on that. So what are some of my goals? To build on those strengths that I've just mentioned. We talk often about the importance of building in the downtown, and certainly we need to continue doing that. We've done quite a bit, we need to do more, we can always do more. But most of this city is not downtown. Most of this city is neighborhoods where people live and do all those things that I mentioned. We need to strengthen those neighborhoods. They have a ways to go, many of them. We need roads that are compatible with residential houses. That means we need to think about sound. We need to think about traffic calming. We need to do something about it, not talk anymore. We need further crime reduction. People need to feel safe. Everyone is quite happy with PVSO. Captain Silva, I'm honored, is here. We have more room to go on that, and some thoughts on that. We need noise reduction. People have a right to be quiet, to be calm in their neighborhoods. We need to help make that happen. And appearance. People need to feel pride in what their part of the community looks like. Right now, we're not fully there. We have to do more at communicating between different communities that have different expectations. What might work somewhere else in the world maybe doesn't work quite as well here. We need to help bridge that and help the appearances be better. We need to work a lot on code enforcement. Vacant and abandoned buildings, there are still too many of them. There's still a problem in our communities. We need to take the idea of worst first and move it from a slogan to actually spelling out what that means, such that we follow that. And we need to train our code enforcement officials to have some discretion, to work with people. How can I help this community be a better place, rather than punitive, or rather than raising funds with fees? How can we help homeowners and landlords make it better? Same with our building department. We need to strengthen it. It's made a lot of progress, but we're still not there. I'm still hearing too often from people that they were investing in the community, they were working on buildings, and they had difficulties. How can I help you? That needs to be our motto for staff. Governance. We need to improve our governance in the city. And particular things that I feel strongly about is transparency. As a community, we need to know what is happening. Major issues, we need to hear them in a timely fashion. We need to have the opportunity to comment on them. We need more clarity. Public input. I believe it's very, very important to listen, and that's not always easy to do in a diverse community, to reach out to different parts and listen to different people, and really, truly get a sense of what people would like. Couple I'll shorten up a little bit. Bond issue, we've talked about financing. We had a vote on the bond issue in August of last year. I think we need to bring that whole concept back to the community and talk about not the details of the bond, but what is it that we're trying to do? Before we ask people to reach into their wallets, let's have an open discussion of what it would take to improve our community and what are the things that have the best return on investment to do that. It could be a wide variety of things. Maybe it's not just roads. Maybe it's other things. Or maybe roads are less of a priority than we might think when we take the price into account. We need to have a robust discussion on that. The beach, no-brainer. Keep it public, keep it accessible to all. And then I'd like to say a few words of thinking ahead. And thinking ahead, for me, is various flavors of sustainability. Energy sustainability, food security sustainability, how we deal with waste, how we deal with our water supply, how we deal with even things like landscaping. And why do we care about that? Why do we want to be thinking forward, perhaps in some parts in green sorts of ways? I'll tell you why. It's not for the reasons that you might think listening to me, who's very into all that stuff. It's because we are an unusual community. We need economic development. What is one of the best ways to do that? It's to build on our unusualness and add to that a way to attract in young, intelligent, energetic, innovative entrepreneurs. And how do you do that right now? You do that by being very conscious of sustainability and green issues. And not just talking about it, but actually doing something about it. Building it into our codes, building it into our rules. That's what we need to do. I'll save the details as far as what I think we ought to do with energy, some of those things, for another time, but that's the directions that I would like to see us move. And I think those are the directions that will bring us economic growth as well as strengthening our community. I look forward to serving.
Commissioner Meyer.
Thank you. Mayor, Commissioners, staff, thank you very much for having me here today. I'm honored to be here serving by your side. Thank you very much to my team and to my family for sacrificing important elements of your life to support me in this journey. And thank you so much to the people of Lake Worth who chose me by a large majority to be their voice in this forum. I would also like to take a moment to honor Commissioner Zerdy. He worked hard for this city. He ran a fair campaign, and sitting up here today addressing you on his way out must have been very difficult. I sympathize with him. Yesterday marked the beginning of what the media refers to as Sunshine Week. Not a celebration of our sunny weather here in South Florida, but rather a national nod to the importance of open, transparent government. To quote the Palm Beach Post yesterday, if inconvenience is the price of an open society, we celebrate that inconvenience and call for more. Serendipitous that this event should mark the beginning of my term, as transparency was at the heart of my platform. I address this subject today not to malign the past, but to set the tone as we move forward to make vital decisions about the city's future. Mayor and commissioners, the people of Lake Worth have sent us a clear message. They want their government open and transparent. They want their beach public, and that means the whole beach, not just the sand. They want their public votes recorded, respected, and defended by their commissioners. And they want to be treated as the most valuable resource that the city has. Surely they are. I'm excited to be here. I am humbled by landslide support, and I am honored to serve the people of Lake Worth as your new District 4 Commissioner.
Okay, it's your first vote here. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Congratulations, everyone.